So, to begin with, this is actually not my dry suit, although it is very thematically relevant. So, if you couldn't tell from that, or if you haven't heard any of the post-contest interviews that I've done over the years, I'm a scuba diver, and I've been diving around the UK for years and years and years. And scuba diving, I think for a lot of people, brings up some fairly graceful images of gliding through the water like fishes or dolphins. A lot of people say it's the closest people get to flying. And a lot of people, when they think about water sports, they picture maybe surfers in Australia, these incredibly sexy looking people in their wetsuits next to their boards looking incredibly fit. And unfortunately, UK diving doesn't quite fit this profile. The average UK diver is a slightly overweight, middle-aged man who hasn't been taking care of his health very well, likes a lot of beer and a lot of chips. And unfortunately, I am a perfect demonstration of the complete lack of grace that we have in UK diving for one particular reason. You see, in the UK, we don't use wetsuits, generally speaking. Our water is very cold, particularly when we start to go deep. The water gets very, very cold. And so we wear what is called a dry suit. Helps keep you dry, helps keep you warmer, but they're really expensive. And I'm a part-time worker, part-time student. I can't afford expensive things. So one day, I was really, really lucky. I found a Everything Must Go sale with a £100 dry suit off the hanger. I just took it straight away, took it. Unfortunately, trying to put this thing on is a bit of a nightmare. I've been told before that I look like a cow is giving birth to me. It doesn't quite fit. It's too small on my left foot. It's not quite actually my height. And nowadays, I don't really help it very much. But I thought I would demonstrate for you today the grace and beauty of UK diving. So to begin with, I want to be wearing my undersuit. Now, a lot of undersuits, they look really cool, they look really sleek, they're black, they're padded. Mine looks a little bit like a toddler's one-piece pajamas. Walk around on the boat looking exactly like some of our other members' little kids when they put them to bed that night. But that's all right, it's all going to keep me warm. And now we get to the main event. This is my dry suit, my £100 wonder. And there is a particular joy in putting it on. Now, because of the height of the camera, you're not going to see the beginning of the struggle where I have to step into the thing through this lovely, lovely zip at the back, right on the shoulders. So it goes right to the ground, and I very gracefully, beautifully get through. My left leg in. Okay, and now it's time for the other leg. Excuse me a second. Sometimes you need to stop for a breather for a second. And occasionally, having a seat might help. So, stage one complete. And we can just very gracefully and beautifully shimmy up the body, where my slim and svelte physique really, really helps. Now, of course, comes the fun bits. Arms and legs. Whew. So, For these, you might want some of this. Neo Slicks lubricant. However, I find it's much easier to really confuse people. Buy in bulk, buy cheap. Buy yourself 10 or 12 bottles of cheap, everyday lubricant and really freak out your local grocer. Get yourself nice and slick and into the arms. Into the other arm. So, we're most of the way in. I'm feeling it a bit on my shoulders now. And here, of course, the beautiful bit, the bit that allows one to get into the water and do all these amazing things, swim with dolphins, with jellyfish, with lobsters and eels, whales. We've got to give birth to ourselves. It's a boy! So this is my dry suit. This is what allows me to do what I think is one of the most amazing sports in the world. I'm going to end this speech with a call to action to you all. Please, please, give me some money so I can buy a new dry suit.